You know, there's a lot of answers to how one lands in the place that they're at, right? You can go divine, you can go fate, you can go, well, I looked on a map and I found it, right? You can go Zillow, right? There's all kinds of ways. I like mixing them all together because I truly believe that there's something that guides me, truly. Because some of the things that have happened, even from creating this rescue, have been unexplainable and so serendipitous that I would feel like if I said it was all because of me, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like the right answer. There's no way I could have done this. There's just no way. And it is a work in progress, but the vision that I've been given to create this is not of me, you know? It's like something I'm supposed to do. I didn't really know, but when I saw it and I saw the price and I saw how much you got for that, you know, for me, it did come with a house. It's not like a house I would live in. I would completely remodel it, but it still had a house. It had these barns, right? For me, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And then it had it has this one big 7-acre piece that is fenced, and it has a creek that runs through it. And I was just like, oh my God, you know, coming from LA and you can get a tiny little box
You're seeing the enormous one.
You know, I never really thought of it as a rescue, right? When I said I wanted to have a place, I wanted to have a place that humans could heal with animals, right? Because I feel like when a person comes in contact with a puppy or with a cute little baby goat or any type of wildlife, and maybe you saved a squirrel and people come over and they get to pet it, you know, the light that shows in their face, that I wanted more of that. I wanted a life full of that light. And if it meant just bringing baby animals to hospitals, like, okay, let's do that. Petting. I even played with a petting zoo for a second. I was like, maybe I'm gonna run a petting zoo, you know, and I get these little baby animals and everybody pets them, and that could be my life, right? Like, I thought that was an amazing idea. And as I was trying different things out, it just guided me all the way to this. And the horses were what needed me the most, really. And the way I came about that is because people reflected that need, right? I would rescue a horse and people would go, yes. You would say people, but maybe even a step beyond that is that divine sort of response that goes, yes, and it pushed the people to respond to the horses. And so I really believe in that energy and that sort of, that communication. You know, and then I got all these dogs, they're the best. They love being a part of everything. But that's really how it happened for the horses. And it was like, I think it was this perfect organization of steps that got me here. I just want to say, you know, Keystone, Montana, this is a big part you're playing, because this gets me in the middle of everything that's happening. You know, I got this big raw piece of land and then started a horse rescue immediately and didn't even really have a place to live. So to have this is like a mansion on wheels is what I call it. And it's just such, I feel, even when I walk in, I just feel relaxed. I'm just so happy to have this, to be able to continue the work that we're doing. And it's like an HQ for me right now. And I'm able to move it around. And if I got to go to set, I'll bring it to set and I'll just have it wherever I go. So Keystone, Montana I'm really excited for this partnership and what we get to do together moving forward. I think there's going to be a lot of cool things that we get to do. So ways that people can figure out what we're doing or hear news. It's always really easy to go to my Instagram. I do everything on my Instagram. It's what I started this on. You can even go back and start from the beginning and look at everything. Every rescue is on there. Every story, every struggle is on there. It's like its own little TV show. And Moon Mountain Sanctuary also has an Instagram. It's more, we put more of the adoptable babies on that. It links to Facebook for Moon Mountain. So we keep more of the who's up for adoption, who gets a home, all that feel-good stuff that everybody likes to see. You know, I honestly love donating your time. I love donating your voice, right? If you follow these platforms and you repost things and you go and you do the things that I ask, like go to safeact.org and send that AI to send a letter to your legislator, you know, that kind of movement to me is so important. Donations do help. Of course, we crowdfund all of these rescues. So each month when we go and pull from that slaughter front line, we rely heavily on those tiny donations that people send in, and you won't believe that those tiny donations, you mix them together and they become lives that are saved, which is it's a cool thing about the way that this world works now is we're able to do that and crowdfund for freedom. This sanctuary to me and this rescue to me is more than just going down to those front lines and saving these horses or those animals. I feel truly like I'm building an energetic base here. And just as much as the horses need it, the people need it, I need it, right? And I think all of us together, it's a symbiotic sort of appreciation. So to have this sanctuary it's really a sanctuary of energy to come to be against this wild backdrop. And this wild backdrop is also a frequency hub too. I want anybody to be able to come here. I want to put cabins in the woods so people can come and stay, and then they can have the experience of volunteering on a real life horse rescue. I want to take in horses, as many as we can sustain, and I would love for that revenue to support that rescue, so it sort of goes in this like symbiotic state together, and so it becomes self-sufficient in that way, so the people are actually rescuing the horses and it's not me anymore. It's like the community can benefit from this, and we're going to put gardens, organic gardens there, so the food can be fresh and grown from the land, and people can learn about that, and kids can come and they can experience it. They can go, whoa, maybe I could do this one day, right? And so that's, I feel like, has been my place in this whole thing right now. I really look at it like it's a bit of a war, to be honest. And it's not any person I'm fighting, it's just this darkness that has to be illuminated in order for change to happen. And it's already happening. So it's an exciting thing to be a part of, and it's really become my mission in life, truly. Jasper Jones. Are you the cutest dog ever? You're pretty cute. Yeah. You coming up here?